Coming to you live from Johannesburg, this is Optimal Play. I am Brandon, and I am back to continue my campaign of Under Falling Skies. If you're just joining us, this is our fourth game. Yes, second half of Chapter 2. Fourth game of the Under Falling Skies campaign, and there's a playlist you can check out from the beginning if you'd like. This is around the midpoint. But I have been home alone all this week as my husband has been in Chicago at the time I'm recording this for the DNC, or that's the Democratic Party National Convention, if you're not in the US or not a political junkie. So that's left me home with the dog with nothing better to do but drink beer, play solo games, and dye my hair. This is just bleached and toned, so let me know in the comments what color it should be. Although, I'll have made up my mind before I publish this and see your comments. But still, sound off. But anyway, speaking of those solo games, I'm here to do some solo games. As a little refresher, Chapter 2 added a couple kind of fresh twists to the game. It added these purple rooms, the command rooms, where I can put a die there and then distribute the pips on those dice to other dice. So add some kind of flexibility that helps me utilize the other rooms at exactly the values I need. I also... Oh wow, I'm just looking down, and this is my first time using this E base. It has only 3 anti-air guns, and it has research in the top row for some of this. Weird. Anyway, I also got to bring back some of the allied characters I used in the past in their upgraded form. So I have 2 of them here. And I could have sworn there was another thing. Yes! The sky got shorter. It added this advanced sky tile right here that even when it's not on its threat side, its increased threat side, it still is shorter than it used to be. So that was scary. Last time was a little down to the wire because of that. This is the second half of Chapter 2. I wrote down last time what I had randomly selected would be kind of this scenario this time. And we're in Johannesburg, South Africa. And the scenario is called Reactor Leak. I haven't looked at it any further than that. So let's find out together what's happening. The setup here just says, the reactor is having difficulties. Guess it's time for another shutdown. Okay, reactor leak. Enemy bombardment has damaged our reactor. It's still usable, but at what price? For setup, place these 6 number tokens. At least it doesn't say the number tokens. It just says place the 6 tokens, but I guess it's referring to those. Place the 6 tokens next to the energy track. The numbers are not used, so place them face down. Next to the energy track. Okay, so it wants these over here. Speaking of which, let me get my starting tokens down. Rules. If you increase your energy at any time during your turn, place 1 token on the city's damage track at the end of that turn. Start on the skull space, then add each new token on the space above the previous one. Add only 1 token no matter how many times or how much you increase energy. However, if you end a turn where you did not increase your energy, remove the topmost token from the track. If the damage marker is ever at or below the topmost token, you lose. Oh, so we're functionally kind of taking damage when we increase our energy, but if we take an entire turn off, then it decreases. Then that reactor leak damage decreases. Oh, weird. Okay. So I've got to be strategic about it. I don't want to just increase my energy by a couple points here and there. I want like big bursts of it and then rounds off. Okay, it seems doable, but a little different. And we're in Johannesburg. Its ability says the die placed to move the excavator does not count against the 1 die per column limit. Oh, I'm really impressed with the design of these cities. Like, it would be so easy for them to be things like your robots get +1 value when you install them, like a +1 to a thing. But they've actually been really clever things that kind of twist the fundamentals. Havana stands out to me also. Was that just last time? No, it was a couple games ago. Havana stands out to me where it lets you replace unused workers with robots that would only last one turn, that type of thing. Really interesting. With that, if you made it this far and haven't yet, please hit the like button, subscribe to this video, or subscribe to this channel as well. We really appreciate it at Optimal Play. It's the only way to help us out and help us grow. And I'm going to dive in. I'm going to roll the first dice and then remind myself what the abilities I have on these characters is also. So, Yaroslav Ruzika, the programmer. Choose one type of room effect. In this round's room phase, effects of that type resolve with a +1 bonus. Oh, well, that kind of synergizes well with Johannesburg, right? Where I want to get a lot of energy all at once, so I can like choose energy and get +1 to each instance of energy gain. And my upgraded hero, Lucia Ortego, the technician, increase one robot by 2 or both robots by 1, or make all installed robots unexhausted. Unless I could like use them twice in a turn. Interesting. Okay. Okay, well, we certainly have some excavating to do. This excavator is starting, like, our base, I think, is about as shallow as I've ever seen it. So let's get to it. I have a couple 6s, a 1, 2, and 3, and I'm probably going to try not to shoot any ships this turn and just focus on, well, I already don't know. Do I want to... Normally I'm like, oh, I should get some energy, but should I get some energy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to throw a 6 here and get excavating. And I don't have to think about it that hard because the Johannesburg tells me that it does not count against the 1 per die column limit. So that seems like a no-brainer to me. So that's 1 energy spent. And yeah, I can't even shoot. I can't shoot. Literally cannot. Wow, okay. Well, there's not much else to do with it, and it looks like a... Oh, I guess this does not count towards the limit, but I do... Oof. I do have to move the ship in that, which is going to be not great. Alright, here's what I've got to do. I don't want to move the mothership down, which is what would happen on a 6. Let me, before I place that 6 there, I'll place a 2 in anti-air, so this will move down 1, and then the 6 is going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a little scary. Okay, and then 3 dice left. I like the idea of this command die because it has a -2. I can just distribute that anywhere. Like, that seems really valuable. But then what am I doing with these? I didn't get a reroll yet, and these numbers are low. And let me move that ship to here. Okay. Well, probably I want energy this round. Right? I think I just, like, the tokens leaking all over the track aren't going to kill me now. So let me plan on getting some energy. I am going to throw this 3 there. It's only going to gain me 1 energy, but I could send the command pips to it as well. And that's going to put this ship down 3 and re-roll this die. It's a 6. That's pretty exciting. I kind of like the idea of just getting research started with that. I could throw it a pip too with my command die and get a couple. I mean, there's nothing in this column that I can do other than anti-air, so yeah, let's put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it can't move left. That is fine by me. I'm feeling this was a really good start. Let's see. By the way, I don't know what... I guess I didn't get the camera framed that well. There's one more row of this space down here. It's a robot and research room and a robot. So that's doesn't look as essential. Well, I mean, I guess we're going to eventually need that to get over the 11 research. Other than that, it doesn't really seem that essential to me to get all the way down there, but we will need it at the end. Okay. Let's resolve these. The 2 anti-air can just come off. the 6 excavation is going to spend an energy and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, it's a little more roomy in here now. Okay, so I actually need to double check the rules for command. Like, can I bump a die up to 7 if I wanted to research for 7? Let's see. No die can be raised above 6. Okay, so basically, there's nothing that can be done with this room. This command room, as I resolve it, it gets a -2, and then I can put all of that 4 into this energy room, making it a 6. Then that 6 gets a -2, but I'm still going to gain 4 energy. That feels alright. And in this research, the 6 becomes a 5. I spend 1 energy to get the research started. I'm alright with that. And then at the end of the turn here, I put a token starting on, let's see, start on the skull. And then this is only going to end the game if it's at the topmost token. Oh, so the first one's kind of free, right? Because it's already I'm going to lose if I'm at this goal. So this one actually doesn't even hurt. But I would rather skip a turn soon rather than get energy every turn. Okay. Well, the mothership is going to move down, which is going to spawn a white ship. It looks like it'll go here. And we will get back to it. Roll the dice. Uh-huh. A white 3 and 6, and a gray 3, 4, 5. I want to get excavating still going. I do love that I have an anti-air, +1 anti-air, or attack room. I can never remember the names of these red rooms. Let me know in the comments what the name of the red rooms are. I think I even looked it up during a previous video. And I've forgotten again. Must be a blonde thing. Okay, I am going to... Do I like any of these numbers as they are, or do I want to just use the 6 white to excavate and re-roll the rest? Let me see. I don't like a 5 in the attack column. I don't mind it terribly here. The robots are in general, like especially this one cost me 3 energy, the robots are not very interesting to me right now because my early game thing to do with robots is to put them in the energy rooms. But I don't want to just get energy time after time after time after time in Johannesburg. So, or not in Johannesburg, but in the reactor leak scenario. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to go for the reroll. I don't see any exciting uses for these dice. Probably the most interesting one, it would be like a 6 in research, getting that onto an attack space, but then I'd be rerolling anyway and I wouldn't be excavating with the 6. So let me just throw the 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a safe move for that ship. And the excavator can get down yet another row. Okay, rerolling the rest. Well, I got another 6. Which I did like here, just to continue researching, probably. Let's do that, I guess. And then I really want to attack, and so let's see. So far, these are on 4s, so I'd be fine throwing a 3 in there, or do I want to use the white die? I could use the white die on like anti-air in this column. No, that would land the white one on a mothership move. This is tricky. I don't like a 3 in most of these columns. I don't mind it in the rightmost column, but it doesn't serve a lot of benefit. Beer, help me out here. Where can I put a 3? 3 doesn't feel good in the left column. What does, though? Nothing. Man. I do not want the mothership to move. If I can avoid it. But I don't know how to avoid it. This is really tough. Do I want the 1? Let me think about this gray dice. Do I want the 1? Not really. And I think I'm going to try to not generate energy this round. So, yeah, that 1 seems pretty useless. So let me throw it into a column with anti-air. I think it's just going to go with the left. And then that won't move and it's still on a 4 spot. The problem is if I don't... Well... This is so rough. I hate all of these spots for this 3. I guess it's going to go here, where this ship will move left, which I never love, but that doesn't, it's better than a mothership icon. And I can also give that pip to something else, so that's always fun. And it'll re-roll this 3, so at least it's not another 3 I have to do. So 1, 2, there we go. It's a 2. Is a 2 better? Not really. It has to go in one of these 2 columns. I mean, in this column it's fine, and it will just cause us to go back to the right. Or, yeah, and I hate it in this column because it would land on a mothership. So, okay, so it's got to go here. I guess here's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to research. I know with the short sky I need to get the research moving, and maybe that will actually allow me to be a little less conservative about the mothership movement icons if I have the research track in good shape. So that's spending a lot of energy with all this, but I think that's fine. The one thing is I'm not attacking these ships after all. But I don't see it. I don't see a way to line it up. This feels like a rough start. Okay. Well, I'm going to excavate with this die. So, spending an energy to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. Yeah, this is right. Okay, so this command room gets -2, and then I can add that pip to another die, and I'm going to put it on this one, making this 2 a 3 in this research room. And then I can resolve this research room, spending 2 energy and researching for exactly 3, which is great. And then this research room spends 1 energy and researches for 6 minus 1 is 5, which gets me across the 4. So I feel like the ship management is in worse shape than it usually is in the early game like this for me. I'm usually blowing up ships, but the research is off to a faster start. So maybe this is just going to be a different, like kind of an aggro strategy. Less defensive and more just like sprint up that track. I don't know, it's a long way up that track though. Okay, this anti-air room comes back with no effect. Okay. And Lucia, if I don't get any robots, it's not very appealing. I don't know, I'll figure out a use for robots. Okay. Well, I did not gain any energy, so the leak actually decreases, which is nice. The mothership is going to move down, pushing the excavator back 2, which is a shame. I had just gotten my best attack room so far, and that's it. It's a new round. Here we go. Gray 1, 2, 3, and a white 1, 4. Well, 4 is a nice research number. That's my next one of these. But how do we like it in that column? It's not great. I have to line up shots here. And I need to get this ship onto this attack space. So I think I've got to throw a 2 into this column. And I'm just going to have to... I'll get some energy this round, I guess, and put a 2 into here. It's not a great energy die, but maybe a command room will help. So, 2. I'm going to move this 2. Okay. The interesting thing about this Johannesburg ability is that it's giving me this flexibility to not move the ships in every column. Because I can excavate and put another die in that column, leaving a column empty entirely. So I've got to remember to take advantage of that potentially. So my attack options are this one for -1 or this one for +1. None of my dice are very big though, so I probably should use a white die for a reroll. Huh. I like a 2 in this column now that the mothership moved. It would put 2 ships both onto attack spaces. So I think I'm just going to put... Shoot. But this doesn't get the roll I wanted. I want to... I'm really struggling here. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to throw this white 4 in this column to excavate. And cross my fingers on the reroll for some more useful numbers. 1, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't hate a 6 in the left column. Okay. But I really need to gain energy here. So what should I put in the second column? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Puts that on a 5. But I need that to be blowing. I need that 6 - 1 to be blowing up ships. Damn, this is so brutal. Okay. I need the energy. So this is gonna go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have energy coming in. We're currently generating 4, 5, and could increase that with the command room. And I think I want to just have a big energy turn. So should I throw a 5 in that command room? There's no ships in that column, so it just has no impact. And it rerolls this die. And then when this is big, I can put it in an attack. And I could put it in, I could consider something like a robot if it's not big. I think I like that. Let's try it. It's not big. It's not even big enough to make a robot. It's a 2. So I needed this to be a 6. I can't get there with command. I could get... No, I've used both those columns. I could research with it. I said I like a 2, except I'm not attacking. So do I even like 2s anymore? Not really. But I guess I still do it. I'm going to put the 2 in this. Ah! I hate this! A 2 over here would be a mothership move. So it's got to be in the left column. And the robot's not useful. So it's between anti-air gun or research. I can always choose not to pay the energy for this. Okay, so I'm going to put it there right now. This is brutal. You're watching me suffer through my hardest game of Under Falling Skies. Okay. Let's resolve these. So, because I think I'm going to gain a lot of energy, let me start by excavating, spending this down to 0, and going 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm gaining 4, 5 energy, but this command room has, after the -2, 3 pips to distribute. Let me put 2 in here, and then I will go ahead and research and get over the 4. And 1 in this energy room. So now I'm gaining energy. 4 from this one, 2 from this one is 6. And then I'm going to spend 2 researching. That's fine, I guess. But these ships are just going to hit me. I can leave one of them alone. But, like, by not using that column. But then... Alright. Another white ship spawns. Looks like it wants to be here. And I'm gonna roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. Oh, I leaked. Had a reactor leak last turn, so there we go. All right. Well, I think that these two are boned. So what else? How am I getting some of these ships off the board? Like, I'd like to move this 1 and get it onto the 4. So I guess, or a 6, but I don't currently have a 6. The 4 could get us on a 7 here. That doesn't feel great. And a 1 in the left column could at least... All right, let's put the 4 on the right. Right. Man. All right, no, I'm gonna... Yeah, fine. Fine. I am going to put the 4 in the attack room. I'm going to figure out how to line up some attacks with these rerolled dice. I can also add a +1 to the attack with this. I can use a command room to buff it. That's the plan. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 7 is probably not happening. So it's off to a bad start, but that's the decision. That's the decision, just to get this moving. I am in agony here. Okay, I've rolled a gray 1, 4, 6 and a white 2. That 6 was more what I had in mind for this attack room. So maybe this one ends up not being useful. But if I put the 6 here, it attacks for +1, meaning that 7 will get blown up. This ship is going to come hit the base. But this one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and also be blown up. Now if I can avoid column 4, this ship will also get blown up and I will be starting to feel better. So what if I put the 2... So what else am I trying to accomplish? Is this it? This is the defense turn? I'm just not worrying about much else. I do want to excavate. So that's probably this 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I could just put it here. If I excavate to here, then these move 4. I don't hate that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. How much energy am I using? I'm now using 1 to excavate, 2 to attack. I only have 1 to play with, which isn't going to do much here. So I'm really just caring about the ship movements. So I would like this 2 in the center column, actually, to get that white ship blown up. So let me just put it in this command room. The 2 with a -2 is not going to be useful, but that's okay, I guess. And I'm going to re-roll this. Whoops. Re-roll it into the tray. It's a 2. Okay. Oh, I've got to move this ship. The 2... Oh, that's great in this left column. Hell yeah. I'm probably not using it, but I'm just going to throw the 2 in like this research room so that I can move these 1, 2, and 1, 2. All of a sudden, I took 1 damage, but the defense came together. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling good about this now. Let's resolve these. This command room, kaput, nothing. I'm also not attacking with this room. We're off to a great start. But check out this attack room. I'm spending 2 energy to attack for 7, 6 + 1. I did not have to use Yaroslav after all. That is going to attack for 7, blowing up this ship, this ship, and both white ships. It is a clean slate. The white ships are all gone, and the red ships are all sent home. That ruled. Whew. Okay. You'll love to see it. I have no idea how that aligned like that. But I'm not going to complain. Okay. So I am not... had to spend 2 energy on that, right? I could have sworn I was going to be at 1. No? Wasn't I at 4? And I spent 1 on the excavating and... Oh, I haven't spent 1 on the excavating yet. That's what it is. Okay, so here's the 1 to excavate. And then finally, I don't have the energy for this research, but a 2 would not have researched much anyway. So that's all well and good. I've excavated out this energy and attack room. And let me see if I can just like make this show on camera a little better. There we go. Now you can see the bottom of my base. We know the Johannesburg rules, so we don't need to read that. Okay. And finally, at the end of the turn, the leak goes away. So we're doing a good job of managing that, but I do have to get energy again next turn. Okay, the mothership moves and has no effect, and then these are all going to just line back up. Whew! Clean slate, sort of. I love this. Time for a fresh roll. A white 1 and 4, a gray 1, 4, 6. Okay. I think I want to just use this, get a couple big numbers in this attack and energy room would be the ideal. I also want to excavate, I think. I'm not seeing very many of these like lining up shots well. So what do I do with that? Maybe I don't actually use this room just yet. Because I could put a 6 in the third column, moving that ship onto a 7, but the question would be then, how do I attack for 7? And the options are just, well, there's... Oh, you know what? I don't mind a 6 here. Am I going to find a way to get energy here? I think so. Probably I want a robot. I think this is the turn where I need a robot. And I want to get it into one of the double rooms and excavate out the bottom one so that that robot can be really working on either research or attacking or energy. So let me throw the 6 in that robot room because also that's a safe spot to put this. And if I'm hopefully going to attack this turn, I can also throw this 4 into the excavator in the same column and go 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that ship is sitting on a 6. And I just have to attack for 6. I think that's good. And that was a white dice. I'm going to re-roll the rest. 4, 4, 1. I think 4s and 1s were my options before, and I didn't like them. Well, that 4... Geez, these are just not good. Maybe I'm just researching with one of these. My next research is a 3. Oh, I need energy. I badly need energy. All right, I'm going to throw the white 4 into this energy room. It's a -1 energy room, so I'm not thrilled about it. But it does safely move that ship down and re-roll these dice. Whoa. Okay, I can roll into the tray, I promise. There we go. It's a 1 and a 3. Still not great. Not good at all, really. So I'm not accomplishing a lot with the rest of this turn. A 3 is good in the left column for lining up a shot, but then I'm not taking the shot, I think. Maybe I'm just putting the 3 in this command room so that that 1 pip can go somewhere else. And then this 1 is going to go here. This was pretty bad. This was real bad. Those rolls just did not behave for me. Okay, I guess that's it. So this command room, the -2 makes it a 1, and then I can add that 1 to something else. And it's going to need to be the energy. So that becomes a 5. Then I'll go ahead and resolve the energy. -1, so I'm gaining 4. I'm not going to research with this 1 -1. I will spend an energy to excavate all the way up to this 4. I think now, at least until the excavator gets pushed back, which, oh, I can see it's about to be. I was going to say that I think it needs to, I think that I kind of, like, Johannesburg's ability is basically moot, but I guess I will be excavating one more time. Okay, and then I will spend 2 energy to install a robot at 6 value, but I had not figured out where. I think next turn, and I'm putting my leak on there for this turn, I think next turn is going to have to be another energy generator and an attack. And so I am going to put it in one of these columns, or one of these, half of this room. I guess I don't have a strong preference which one. So, sure. In fact, even like to line up a shot, the same number is good in both these columns. It's a 5. And so I'll just... Oh, you know, but a 3 is also good in the left column. So I will leave myself other things that I could do with that 3 and plan to put a 5 here, hopefully. Okay. Okay. I feel like that accomplishment was short-lived, as now the skies are swarming again. It happens so fast. This, the mothership is going to move down, swallow this ship back up, and push the excavator back 3. Eesh. And then we're going to go into a fresh round. So, Lucia can keep that robot going for the rest of the game, basically. She could add 2 to it if I wanted, which means... The problem is I don't want to use this room every turn for the rest of the game, probably, because the leak would kill me, but I can get a lot of energy pretty easily. This die was caught. Okay. 6, 3, 4, 4, 2. Well, I didn't get the 5 I wanted for that column, so maybe on a reroll. I do love a 6 in the middle column. What would I do with that? Command room? Because hopefully attacking is already handled once I put a die in there. So tentatively I will put the 6 in the command room in this column. But let me see if I'm ready to reroll yet. I also like the 4 in column 4. So that 4, I should probably throw a 4 there. Researching, since a 3 is next, that's a -1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That lines up a shot. I don't see any way. I guess I could excavate just to here with a 2, which still lines up a shot. Actually, yeah, and that could hopefully avoid me using the right column at all. I'm going to try that. So I'm going to throw an excavate 2 here and move this ship down here and see if I can avoid using the right column and then not take damage from that ship. Okay. Time to use this 6 in the middle then. I'll put it in the command room. And reroll these. A 6 and a 1. Interesting. 6 is still not what I wanted. So I guess I spend the 1, and it's not good in either of these rooms, so I guess I just anti-air it and reroll this. I'm hoping for a 5. It's really the only number I like. It's a 6 again. Okay, it's just gonna be what it is, I guess. Did I? I didn't move this ship when I placed the white 6. There we go. So this 6 is gonna have to go into this room. And we'll move this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Missing lining up a shot. So I'm not happy about it, but I am going to take out a lot here. Okay, so spending 1 energy, excavator moves 2 spaces. Then this room, we have 12. So I'm gaining 8 energy. Let me spend the rest of my energy, I guess. Spend 1 to resolve this research, getting across the 3. And then this double room is researching for 12 minus 4 is, or not researching, it's generating energy for 8. I can only gain 7. And it's attacking for 8, so it will take out 3 ships. That's good. Robot takes down to 5, so that's still pretty useful. Oh, and I didn't end up using the command pips. Is there anything I could have done with this room? I don't think so. Maybe, yeah, no, I don't know what I should have done. That was rough. That was rough. I would love your comments on where I have fucked up, because I'm sure that I have. When the mothership moves, pushes research back 2 spaces. I have to get that going. Luckily, I have this double room now. I just need to like get a robot in there and get to business. Here we go. 5, 2, 2, 2, 1. I do like a 2 in this middle column. So maybe this is like a robot and research situation. I'm curious whether I can, and where's the rule book, install a robot in the same room, and like in the robot room. Let's see. In an empty, immediately install it in an empty space of an excavated room. So at what point do you remove the die? Let's see. What is the order for like the rooms phase? First, remove the die to show its effect has been resolved. Dice may be resolved in any order. I don't see... It's not super clear whether because like what I'm looking at here is, can I install a robot into this room to get it researching? I guess it's fine. I can throw it in like this room, which would still be really helpful. I'm not sure what the intent of that rule is. I don't think it's ever come up that there's a robot room where I would want to put a robot. But anyway, I will go ahead and throw the 2 here for now because, oops, let's get these down here. Because this then lines up a shot. Oh, I can't use both of these rooms until I have a robot. Sheesh. I hate that. I think I want to use... Maybe I don't? Maybe I don't want to use this room. Because I would have to use the robot. And I gained energy, so I'm leaking. Yeah, I need a turn off of generating energy. So, okay, so the plan will not be to attack with that room, which means I should do it with another room. So I'll throw that 2 here because it lines up that shot. Then I'm going to want that 5 attacking probably. Where can I... 5 is good here, but I don't like my options for what room to put it in. Maybe I'm just gonna throw a 2. A 2 can go... Boy, this is the most brain-bending game of this that I've played. These are all such trash. I don't want to put a 2 here because of the mothership. I wonder if I could get like a 2 in this column, moving it to the left, and then get a 1 lining up 2 shots. But then that's both those columns that I'm not using to shoot. Huh. Also, I want like a maximum value robot out of here, so I don't want to put a 2 in there if I can avoid it. Um, 2's got to go somewhere. I guess it's just going to go in an anti-air room here, lining up this shot and re-rolling the rest of these shit dice. 3, 4, 6. Okay. This feels like something I should be able to work with. The 4 can go here. This is a +1 room, so it will give me a max value robot and research for 7, which is 4 and a 3 are my next 2 steps. So that feels pretty good. And it lines up this shot. That leaves me needing to shoot with one of the right 2 columns. And I'm seeing a 6 here, lining up a shot and working in that room just fine to blow these all up. So then, am I putting the 3 in the rightmost column now? Or no, I want to re-roll it. I don't want to put a 3 in that column because of the mothership symbol there. So let's throw a 6 into this attack room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And re-roll this great eye and hope it's not a 2 or a 3. It's a 1. Well, that's actually fine in this research room. It's going to cost a lot of energy. How much energy am I spending? 3, 4, 5, 6. I have it. Okay. Okay. That's actually all right. So let's resolve these. Remove the anti-air gun. This robot is just not... I'm sorry to be double checking rules so much, but I can leave a robot and not use it, right? Robot dice in the room phase. If you use the robot die, decrease its value by 1. At the end of the... Well, it says they work just like worker dice. And a worker dice would come off the board. And then this says, like, if you use it, you can decrease it by 1. I think it ticks down anyway. Yeah. It's not the clearest on whether you can ignore or you can choose not to use a robot. I'm just going to go with the thing that sucks the most for me and say, yes, it ticks down to 4. I've got Lucia to bump it back up. And that's exhausted. Okay, then. Spending 1 energy to shoot for 6 is going to blow up this ship, this ship, this ship, this ship. Whew. Spending 3 energy rather, to research for 7 with this double room and install a robot at its maximum of 6. And let me put that... I think I want it in a research room. That's what I need right now. I think I'm going to put it here where it will be... Well, I'll put it here because there's 2 research room options in that column. Whoops. Should just be cranking out... Well, here. Costs less energy and should be able to get across a lot of these next few numbers. Okay. Those are done. Also spend 2 energy to research with this 1, but it becomes a 3, getting me across that one. Okay. I have to research so hard for the next few rounds. Time is ticking fast. Oh, the mothership moves, spawning 2 more white ships. But there's nowhere for them to go this round. Okay. Here we go. Fresh round. Okay, some big numbers. I'm looking for where to use these 5s. This column 4 looks pretty good. The leak went away that turn. We're down to 1 token on the leak. I think a 5 is perfectly good in this double room. That would attack -4. It'll attack for 5 and gain 5 energy, and I could bump that robot up too, which is likely. So let me just do that. Am I re-rolling the rest of these dice then, or do I want any of these 2s or 3s? Probably not. Sure. I'm just going to re-roll everything. So I'm going to put this 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and roll. 2, 3, 4, 4. I like a 2 in the left column. It lines up a shot. Oh wait, I just noticed now I can't do this research. Jeez, this is so rough. Okay. I need a big number here to get across that 7 this turn. That's what I really need to get my research moving. So I need to either, like, I could put a 4 here and do the rest with a command room. I do like a 4 there. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to throw a 4. I'll throw my other white 4 here and re-roll the rest. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. That lines up a shot if I can attack for 7. A 1, 4, 5. These are all great dice. No more rerolls. Okay. So the 5 is good in this column as far as lining up a shot. And honestly, I'm going to spend a lot of energy, even though I'm gaining some from this. I think I can throw it in this energy room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves me with the first and third columns. The 4 and 1 are both not great for either of these as far as like lining up shots. So, but they're not, neither one's like crazy terrible either. Let me just put the 4 in the command room to try to bump up that research and get across the 7. And then this 1, like, it literally doesn't matter. I'll put it in the research room because anti-air doesn't even really matter there, and then we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and use Lucia. She increases one robot by 2, or both robots by 1, or make all installed robots unexhausted. So this one's going to become a 6, meaning I will be attacking for 11 minus 4 is 7, taking out that ship and also generating a ton of energy. So she's gone. She's a hero. She's done her work. Okay. So I am seeing, for my options here, I don't think I need this research room. Let me generate energy next. I want to, let's see. So this room, I'm wasting 1 energy that it could generate. I could do this first. I think I'm going to be in the same boat kind of no matter what. All right. So I will use this double room. It's 11 minus 4 is 7. So I'm getting 7 energy, maxing out, and destroying these 2 ships. Oops. This robot is now a 5 for next turn. Still pretty good. Next, I can spend an energy to research with the 6 minus 1, taking it down to 5, and getting across this 1 and 3. And then spend 2 energy to research for this 4 plus 2, plus I will use the command room to bump it up to a 6 plus 2. So 8, getting across that 7. That seems good. Lastly then, this 5 can generate energy, getting me back up to max. That went all right. I am going to, my reactors leak. But really, like, damage-wise, I'm in good shape. I'm just worried about racing against the clock here. Oh, no! I just looked down. Ugh. Is there anything I can do differently? I'm just going to lose my progress on this 7. But I don't see... Well, So I researched for 8 here. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Yaroslav, I can make a room resolve at +1 this turn. I'm going to make a research for go at +1 this turn so that was a 9 and it could do the 7 and 2. And then when the mothership moves right here, it pushes me back down to the 2, not the 7. I don't think I was going to come back from... I don't think I was going to come back from that. Okay. Here goes nothing fresh round. We've got ships lined up. Oof. I've got I have 3 rounds left. 3 rounds from now, the mothership hits the skull. Let's do this. Big numbers. Let's use these. Okay. I am maxed on energy, so I think I can do a no energy round, which will let the reactor leak abide and let me use this double room to research. So I want to blow the fuck out of this research track. Like with 2 6s? Can I do that safely? Not really. But do I do it anyway? A 5 is great here, so let's do that. That lines up an easy shot with that ship on a 3. Am I just going to take damage in column 2 to put a big number in there? Maybe. Kind of yes? If I put a 6 here, then I can research for 11, which is these 4 notches. That's huge. And then if I get another die researching to get across the 5, then the robot, researching for 5 minus 1 is 4, gets me to here. All I will need next round is the 11, which feels super doable. So I think I want to do that. I think I want a 6 here. The one question is, am I happy with the white ship moving down 6 and going to the left? I think the answer to that is no. So what do I do about that? I could just put a 6 in the left column first so that it can't move left. Yeah? What would that do for me? I could just throw it in the research column. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That at least blocks this ship going left. Woof. Okay, I'm taking some damage this turn, but I think it's critical. Putting in a 6, so it's going to go... This is going to hit me. And this ship goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tries to go left but can't. But it's probably going to hit me next turn. So this has to be a no energy turn to let that leak go down, I think. Because I'm looking at a lot of damage. That was a white 6. I'm re-rolling these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, alarm going off. Yeah, right? I could have thrown a... Yeah, that's fine. They're both 1s. Wow, okay. Well, I should use the white 1 so I can re-roll the other one, because these 1s aren't accomplishing much. I did want an attack, I think. Ideally. So let me throw this 1 here. Just keep that ship from moving and try to roll a die that's at least like a 3 to blow up this ship if it goes into the attack room. Like a 4 would be nice because it would also line up a shot. Here we go. It's a 5. I don't love it. I don't know what else to do, though, but put it in this... I mean, I could always excavate with it. What does that do for me? Just to not put it in this column. But then I'm not attacking. I need to attack. Damn. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Okay. Let's resolve this. I felt bad and then I felt good and now I feel bad again. The mothership's about to damage me too. Luckily this leak is going to abide here. And then maybe it won't matter again if I win the next turn. Well, let's see. So I'm going to research for 11. Oh, 12. Yeah, 12. Well, not 12. Okay. Does that change anything about my plan here? I think either way I can get up the track. Okay, I'll spend 2 energy to research for 6, going 2, 3. Then I can spend 3 energy Heesh, I'm spending all my energy. I need it next turn. To research for 12 here. Going 1, 2, or rather, 4, 2, 5, 1 is 12. And then this room, this robot, I can spend, and this ticks down to 4. This ticks down to 4. An energy and go 5 minus 1 gets me across the 3. So yeah, it's just the 11 next turn. And then last energy I can spend on this attack room. It just blows up this 3, this ship, but I think it's worth it. And that's it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to remove this robot because I got to place a new one, and I'm going to set it back to a 6. I'm going to need a big energy burst. I'm going to need that room, I think. Or maybe I'd rather just put it like here. Not worry. If I'm going to win, I don't have to worry about blasting ships next turn. If I'm going to win. Oh boy. Okay. Let's do that. And then it just generates the energy that I need for the research, and I will win. I have a game plan. I just need to avoid damage. Speaking of which, I can clear a leak token. And then the mothership's going to move, damaging me. So I can safely take 2 damage next turn. Because I kept the leak under control. It's not really doing anything bad right now. And let's line these back up. Okay. Here goes nothing. It all comes down to this double researching for 11. That's really all that I have to accomplish here. And I have to do it without taking 3 damage. Easy. Okay, well, I have 2 5s. These will do it. Will they do it safely? A 5 in this column puts it on the mothership, which I can do once without losing. So, yeah. Tentatively, I could put those 2 5s there. Let me look at what else that gives me. This robot will gain me 5 energy, and that costs 3. I mean, if I'm going to win with those, really I just want small numbers so that, like, things don't blow me up. This seems okay. I think I might win this. So why don't I just put a 1 in... I'll use this 2. Put in an anti-air here, because it looks like these can safely both move. I will put this 1 in anti-air on the left, so that this column doesn't move. And then I'm going to drop these 5s in. I'm just going to have to kind of use whatever this white die lands on. Okay, I think I have a plan. If it's a bad roll, like if it puts a mothership here, I think I have a plan. So I will throw the... Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. I'll put a 5 here. This white ship hits the base. This white ship moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't move left. Okay, this die is going to go in the double room. This ship moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mothership moves. And I re-roll this die. All right. Oh, roll into the tray, please. It's a 3. That's fine. That's fine. It has to go in this column. I don't know. I'll put it in the attack column. Actually, it has to go in this column, or it could go in the excavator because of Johannesburg. But it's going to move 3, 2, 3. Move over. I think we've done it. Let's resolve these. Anti-air comes off. This is too low to shoot. I'm just going to resolve these for 10, 11. Oh, wait. Robot generates. That's important. Robot generates 6 minus 1 is 5 energy. And then 3 energy for a research of 11. This game is so good at making these nail-biter, razor-thin situations. It's so good. Man, I can't believe I pulled that off. Okay, I get to label Johannesburg a success here at threat level 2. If I can get this pencil working. There we go. So far I'm still undefeated, but at threat level 2, like, almost every game, or maybe even every game, has been incredibly close. Or at least felt like it. It could also be me misplaying, but So I feel like 2 is the right threat. Even though 100% win rate seems like a lot, I can't see me winning very many of these games if they had been threat 3. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with that, I think. Going into chapter 3, I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect chapter 2 to be as dramatic as it was. Adding the new sky tile I didn't see coming, and then also a whole new type of room. Both of those surprised me. I kind of expected new scenarios and maybe some new tokens that went with them. And yeah, so I'm excited for chapter 3. We'll see what it has in store. And then chapter 4 is some kind of different format entirely based on this little campaign log. We will see. Thank you for watching. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. And I'm going to go finish dyeing my hair. So next time you see me, I'll look completely different. Till then, be optimal.